Bulavinaka and welcome to Lawanga Park 2018 round 2 of Skipper Cup. This afternoon it's Suva, the leading points table against the host is Nadroga, the defending champion from last year. According to the team list, I've got Meli Bulavinaka Meli.
Bulavinaka Pate. It's a good day here at Lawanga Park in Singatoka. It's going to be an interesting game against host Nadroga and the Suva side. Here we look at the Nadroga team list. A few of the Nadroga side, the key players, are currently in Australia playing for the Fiji Warriors in the likes of Ifremi Tobilebu Apet and the Verta Wasikali Mundu Sailos in the way and Vermalo Vunga Koto. These are few of the Nadroga key players who are currently in Australia for the national duties.
Ready, it's a perfect day for rugby. It's a kickoff by Suva Ratumeli Kurusaru, well received by Nadroga halfback Julian DeVos up in the Nadroga forwards. DeVos over to Sambo Selosi Rambonagida. In comes the Suva forwards trying to contest for the rucks, but it's well contained by Nadroga. On the other hand, Nadroga out to Jose Sekus Kurukavu trying to clear that out. Well, that would be. It was Micheli Navangilevu clearing kick, but it's a fall out. So we'll take the line out. It's a Suva's throw in. First time for Suva to cross Nadroga's 22. Well, it's a throw in for Suva. Sireli Landua, also a former national rep. Sireli Landua. In by Sireli Lendua, well work by the Suva forwards up to the Suva backline. As well, it's Suva trying to clear Seru Dhabilati onto the ball, and it's a standoff by Suva. Push 1, 2, down. Suva forwards coming in to support Seru Dhabilati. On to Sireli Lendua out. It's again Suva trying to contest and trying to pick and drive Suva at the moment. But meeting at the crunching tackle of Nadroga, and it's Suva Seru Dhabilati. And it's a dummy pass by the Suva backline. It's, well, again, it's Seru Dhabilati to the backline Suva. It's Sireli Mateo Golisesel pick and drive by Suva onto the 5-meter Nadroga side. And it's a knock-on by Suva. It'll be a scrum to Nadroga and to the 5 meters. For Nadroga, Suva onto the attack.
Well, we can see a great defense by the Nadroga side, Pate.
Yes, it'll be a Suva scrum. We'll see what Suva can do in order to contest. It'll be a first scrum of the day. It's Julian DeVos, the Nadroga halfback, throwing in for Nadroga. And it's a push by Suva. And it's Seru Dhabilati. It's Seru Dhabilati. It's illegal by Seru Dhabilati trying to cross. It was an oversight by Seru Dhabilati. So Nadroga, on the other hand, will kick from their own 5 meters. And it's a line out for Nadroga. Lucky escape from Nadroga. So it's still Suva nil, Nadroga nil, 3 minutes into the first half. Nadroga onto the Singatoka end town and Suva onto the Nandi end town of the ground. Well, it's a Nadroga forwards of Chitoko, Ulesi Laobo, and it's Chonenavori to Julian DeVos, straight to Jose Kurukavu. A punt kick by Jose Kurukavu, well received by Suva backline. It's Inia Tawalo, but it was a knock-on. Not a knock-on by Inia Tawalo, bursting through it. It was a nice time tackle defense by Nadroga, who let Levani Kurumundu, also a former Nadroga rugby player. It'll be a lineup for Nadroga. It's still nil after 3 minutes into first half. But Suva is on to Nadroga's 30 at the moment. It'll be a line out and a throw by Sireli Lendua. Sireli Lendua Suva, the leading points table, and Nadroga is at the moment it's on the bottom end of the table. So Nadroga tried to make amendments and trying to establish themselves again. These are the two rugby giants in the country playing each other this afternoon. Well, it's a throw-in by Suva, well received by Penny Naulango. Suva's drive, ball coming at the back, well received, well contained. Drive by Suva at the moment, and Seru Dabuilati onto the Suva. They're trying to cross this Nadroga's 22. Yeah, it's Seru Dabuilati onto the Suva backline, and it's Levani Kurimundu on to Setereki Romba. Again, Suva forwards helping out in the backline, and again Seru Dabuilati, and it's left attacked by Suva onto the terrace side. Again Seru Dabuilati, but hard defense by Nadroga at the moment. Suva with the standoff. Suva again, a chip kick by Suva, but well received by Nadroga. It was Ratu Epeli Nayaravoro, also passing to Aporosa Tambulawaki to Julian DeVos. Julian DeVos, and it's a clearing kick by Nadroga, but well received by Suva into their own 10-meter. Suva onto the attack. Seru Dabuilati, a pass to Levani Kurimundu. Levani again with Seru Dabuilati trying weaving here and there, trying to see both sides. Again, Seru Dabuilati into the Suva forwards, coming, supporting. It's Seru Dabuilati again to Suva Penny Naulango, but it was a mid by a ferocious tackle the Nadroga side, but well contained by Suva. It's again Seru Dabuilati onto the attack, and it's a standoff, but Suva not gaining any advantage line, and Nadroga is all over the place with the defense solid defense by Nadroga. So Suva is not gaining any momentum.
So I'm sure the Nadroga side is hungry for a win because in the first round of the competition they went down to the Nandi side, 10 points to 21, and the Suva side will hope to continue their winning run in the second round of the competition.
Well, Melly also attended the matches today. The women's Suva won 12 against Nadroga. Also in the under 20. Suva lost to Nadroga by 19 points to 34. So it's a bit soggy, but we hope that will be an excitement and entertainment rugby here at Lawanga Park. We're into the 7 minutes, still Suva nil, Nadroga nil. And it's a penalty by Suva. Penalty to Suva. It will be a kick to Ratu Meli Kurisaru, who hails from Singatoka here in Nadroga. A former Lelin during his days for the Deans, and it's a kick by Ratumeli. Yes, it's 3 points to Suva. Suva leading Nadroga by 3 points to nil after 7 minutes into the first half. So Nadroga will try to cross Suva's halfway. Still, they have yet to do that, but it'll be a Suva kickoff by Josese Kurokabu, also a former Lilin who hails from Yandua in Nadroga. Josese Kurokabu kicks, well received by Suva forward, Suva captain Sireli Lendua, but was hit by a good tackle, down, but cleared well. Nadroga still in contact, but Suva managed to gain the momentum, and it's to Seru Dabuilati. Seru Dabuilati trying out to Ratumeli Kurisaru. Ratumeli Kurisaru clearing. It's Nadroga's 10 meters. It's Nadroga William Mbolalilai. Fan 1, 2 down, and it's Moses Josese Kurokabu, but met with a ferocious Suva tackle. Julian DeVos again clearing by Julian DeVos in Nadroga forwards, trying to burst through the Suva defense, and still it's Nadroga onto the embankment side, but was caught in the good hard tackle by the Suva players. Well, Suva contesting. Well, it's a referee's call, but Suva offside. So it'll be a chance by Nadroga for a clearing kick or to go for the 3 points. Your offside is the sole. So it's Nadroga onto the 10 meters for Suva onto the embankment side. Looking at the crowd, Melly.
It's amazing. It's always amazing when Nadroga hosts any team in the country. We take a look. There's a few number of the Suva crowd down there, but it's always amazing to see the Nadroga crowd. You know, they always support their side in any game, despite the venue. If we will see if the game happening in Suva, we will see a large number of the Nadroga supporters come out to cheer for their side.
So it's Nadroga's turn now into the 10 meters from the Suva's territory. Nadroga throw in, well contained by Nadroga forwards in the of the loose Uleasi Lawabo Rambunagida Stefano Samoda trying to it was a loose ball now. So Suva again, another penalty for Suva. It was the you cannot do that. Cannot do that. The ball was released, so you have to give the time to the attacking team. So it's another penalty for Suva. They are calling for the scrum 5 meters away to the embankment side, and it's Suva's scrum. Suva have got a tons of experience with Stefano Samoda, Rupeni Nasinga, all former Fiji rep, Selosi Rambonagida, Julian DeVos to feed in for the scrum, but Suva was pushing, so it will be Julian DeVos. Well, Nadroga onto their setup. See how they set up the Nadroga team. But Suva on the other side trying to gauge where the ball will go from the Nadroga side. It's Julian DeVos up to Uleasi Lawabo, mid with a tackle down, and it's Suva's forwards coming to support Julian DeVos. Looking for the stand-up for Nadroga. It's Chonen Nawori and Selosi Rambonagida. It's a pick and drive by Nadroga. Stefano Samoda trying. It's a pick and drive by Stefano Samoda on to right the embankment side, attacking 5 meters away from the Suva's try line. It's Selosi Rambonagida to Uleasi Lawabo 2 meters away. Still Nadroga onto the attack. It's Suva is defending. Still Nadroga 2 meters away from the line. Julian DeVos weaving and passing through the Nadroga backline. It's Nadroga backline to, yes, it's a try by William Mbolelele of Nadroga after 12 minutes into the first half, and it's a tie. It's well moved by Nadroga backline. The communication that William Mbolelele managed a try at the terrace side of the Lawanga Park.
We can see the Nadroga crowd are jumping on their seats here at Lawanga Park. They're all cheering for their gladiators battling on the field. We can see a great teamwork by the Nadroga side. They scored a try and put them into the lead now.
Well, it's Nadroga 5 and Suva 3 into the 13 minutes. So it will be a Nadroga for a conversion by Nadroga. It was a well move. Kick by Josese Kurukavu. Try converted. Nadroga 7, Suva 3 after 13 minutes into the first half. Also, the last night's game, Nabosa managed to beat Nandi in another excitement match last night.
We can see that's an upset. That's an upset for the Nandi side.
It was Nabosa 37 and Nandi 30. Again, the kickoff by Suva, well received by Nandronga's number 8, Ulea Silaobo. Ulea Silaobo running for the defense, was tackled down. In come the forwards, trying to contain and trying. It's Julian DeVos with the ball, and a chip kick by Julian DeVos, well received by Suva, but it was Nandronga again. Julian DeVos attack, Nandronga onto the attack, but it was another attack by Nadroga, a chip kick by Nadroga, well received by Suva. Levani Kurulundu onto the attack. It's Suva's, it's change of hands now. It's Suva onto the attack, Nadroga onto the defense, and it's Serudabulati onto the embankment side, and it's a kick by Suva. Well, it's Suva on the other side of Nadroga's 22 meters. It's Suva's throw in. It was a fine move by Suva, who managed to steal the ball, and it's a line out by Nadroga on the embankment side.
Oh, Pate, we can see the Suva side at the same venue here in Nadroga at Lawanga Park. The Suva side defeated Nadroga. They snatched the silverware from Nadroga in the Fair Brother Challenge last year. And the question is, will the Suva side beat Nadroga again in their territory?
Nadroga won that line out, and it's a kick by Jose Sekurukabu. And still into the field, it's Lebani Kurumundu onto the Suva fullback. Inyatawalo. Chip kick by Inyatawalo, well received. Again, received by Inyatawalo. And a back off pass, it was the forward. It was an oversight by Nadroga. Rupeni Nasinga were trying to contest with ref. At the moment, Rupeni Nasinga said this. So it's Suva's onto the attack now. It'll be a penalty for Suva. So at the moment, Suva 3, Nadroga 7. It'll be a penalty for Suva, as called by the captain, former Fiji rep Sireli Lendua. It was away from the left hand post towards the Sinatoka town end. Meli Kurisaru. Yes, it's a 3 again to Suva after 17 minutes. Suva 6, Nadroga 7. On to the 17 minutes. So again, there will be a restart from Nadroga. Nadroga will kick from the other side, Jose Sekurukabu. So it's Nadroga's kickoff. Suva still leading. Suva is behind 6 and Nadroga 7. Kickoff by Jose Sekurukabu, well received by his opposite number, Ratumeli Kurusaru. And big kick by Ratumeli Kurusaru from his 22 onto the Nadroga's 10 meters. Onto the terrace side. It'll be a line out and a Nadroga throw-in by Ilyas Leather, who hails from Nebiango in Mba, playing for Nadroga, a former Ratu Cantabile School player. So throw-in by Nadroga. It was a throw-in to Selos in the way, well caught by the Suva defense. On to Samuel Alangai. It's replaced Julian DeVos, and it's a Nadroga backline. Touch and go by Nadroga. Push 1, 2 down into a Suva's. And it's a Suva's 10 meters again. Nadroga's forwards of Selosi Rambo Nagida. Again, another penalty by Suva. It's again a quick tap by Nadroga. Nadroga forwards trying to muscle their way through. It's Samuel Alangai to Suva, Nadroga's forwards in Stefano Samoda. Again, a Samulangai delivering pass to Selos in the way. On to Ilesa Leather, down, and it was a contest by Suva. Still, it's Suva offside, another penalty to Nadroga. Nadroga with the skipper, Stefano Samoda, calling up the first 5'8", Jose Sekurukabu, to take the kick. We're on to the 20th minutes into the first half. Still Suva 7 and Suva 6, Nadroga 7. So it's a penalty to Nadroga. Jose Kurokabu will try to kick the penalty and try to push Nadroga a bit further by 10 points to 6. Kick by Jose Kurokabu, yes. Fine kick by Jose Kurokabu. Nadroga again in the lead by 10 points to 6 onto the 21st minutes into the first half. It's a seesaw battle here, Meli.
We see that the Nadroga side will find every way, every opportunity to beat the Suva side here at Lawanga Park in Singatoka.
Well, it's a kickoff by Suva. Ratumeli Kurusaru, well received by Rupenina Singa. Rupenina Singa down in Nadroga forwards. Again, it's Julian DeVos. It's a pick and drive by Nadroga Ilesa Leather. Julian DeVos trying clearing kick by Jose Kurokabu, but it's a kick by Jose Kurokabu received by Inyatawalo onto the Suva's backline. Inyatawalo managed to, but it was a knock-on by Meli Kurusaru in the process. So it will be a scrum for Nadroga, a knock-on by Suva onto the 10 meters. Suva's 30. Nadroga again onto the attack. Still Nadroga 10 and Suva 6. So it's a seesaw battle here, where the team in the forwards and the back line are willing to take each other and to try to burst through each other's defense. It's a substitute to Suva. Penny Nolango of Suva. It's a scrum to Nadroga. Put in by Nadroga, Julian DeVos. Put in by Nadroga, Julian DeVos. Well received by the number 8, Julian DeVos again to Jose Sekurukabu. Chip kick by Jose Sekurukabu in to Inyatawalo. Let it bounce, but it was a knock-on by Nadroga's attack. Again received by Tawalo. Chip kick by Tawalo to Julian DeVos. Julian DeVos to Selos in the way. Selos in the way down and trying to clear that. The Nadroga Jose Sekurukabu. Jose Sekurukabu pass to Chone Kurundondo, but was stopped. Yes, it's just Suva's defense. Suva managed to kick that. It was a free-for-all ball, and Suva managed to kick that and resulted in a try. But we'll see what ref says. It was a misunderstanding, miscommunication by Nadroga that led to Suva. The Suva backline managed to sneak in through and kick the loose ball and resulted in a try. So it's Suva. That resulted in a try. It was a miscommunication by Nadroga, resulted in a try by Suva. And Suva kick by Suva, and Suva 11, Nadroga 10. Kick by Meli Kurusaru to kick off to kick the conversion. Meli Kursaru, poised, ready to kick. Yes, the try was converted. Is 13, Suva 13 and Nadroga 10. So it's Suva 13 and Nadroga 10. We on to the 25th minute into the first half. And it was a try, a miscommunication by Nadroga that resulted in a try by Suva. So it will be a kickoff by Suva. Josese Kurokabu well received by John Nendelana, but it was knocked backwards. Again, it's stolen by Nadroga. It was knocked forward by Suva, stolen by Nadroga. And come Suva, Nadroga forward into Julian DeVos. And it was a knock-on again by Nadroga, but we'll take the first knock-on. It will be a Nadroga feed-in for the scrum. So it's Suva still leading Nadroga 13 points to 10. 25 minutes into the first half. Also, one man is down for Suva at the moment. If you are listening through AM 558 and Radio Fiji 1 on Domiviti, a big mbulabanaka talaga to our viewers, our listeners around the globe through our website www.fbc.com.fj. So if you have just joined us, Suva lead Nadroga by 13 points to 10. Nadroga onto the Suva's territory. It will be a scrum feed in by Nadroga. So it's the points table leader Suva against the defending champion of 2017 Nadroga. So it will be a scrum by Nadroga, Julian DeVos, who is from Tangange, Barabi, and Nadroga. Scrum for Nadroga. Nadroga has Julian DeVos. Nadroga well received by Nabayan again to Julian DeVos to Jose Kurokabu, and it was a cutout, miss-out pass to Michinatangilebo again to Julian DeVos. To Jose Kurokabu, burst, push 1, 2, down. Suva still in contention, and it's again Nadroga, Aisiana Tonga, burst 1, push 1 and 2, down. Julian DeVos weaving around, stepping back into the Suva forwards, but lucky it's still on Suva's, it's still on Nadroga's ball. Ilyasa Leather trying to pick and drive the Nadroga forwards, but he was stopped by a ferocious tackle by the Suva side. Again, Julius DeVos to Rupeni Nasing again, a pass to Nadroga. Nadroga to Michina Vangilebu, and Julian DeVos to Josese Kurokabu, but he was caught, nabbed by the Suva defense up in their face. So it's Suva contesting. Pick up by Stefano Samoda. Stefano Samoda from a flying Fijian, and also picked up by Selosi Rambonangida, down by Julian DeVos, still Nadroga onto the attack. Josese Kurokabu, to Michina Vangilebu, to Ulesilaubo, fend 1, 2, but caught in the tackle, down, and Nadroga trying to clear that ball, but Suva also. It will be a... Oh, it's a penalty to Suva. It's a penalty to Suva. Nadroga was not releasing in the process. So it's a lucky escape for Suva, and still it's in their own territory, 15 meters away from Suva's own try line. We're on to the 30th minute of the first half. Still Suva 13 and Nadroga 10.
The Naitasiri side defeated Malolo 22 points to 10 in the under 20 just about an hour ago.
Suva players down. So we on to the injury time at the moment. You can see the Suva rep led by Sireli Lendo, also a former rep. And Nadroga, on the other hand, led by Stefano Samoda, also a former Fiji rep. Also went to Marist Brothers, Flagstaff in Suva during his school days. Well, it was a nice kick by Suva, Ratumeli Kurusaru. So on to the Nadroga's 10 meters. It'll be 10 meters, but Suva's putting onto the terrace side. So it will be a line out by Suva. Still Suva led the Nadroga 13 points to 10. Sireli Lendua. Suva trying to maintain their lead in the competition. Nice throw by Suva, well received by Serudavilati onto the Suva's back line. One tackle down, push 1-2, but Suva's Serudavilati with the ball, weaving and stepping, but well, Nadroga, another penalty by Nadroga, not rolling over in that process. So it will be a penalty again to Suva, 20 to 25 meters away from the goal mouth. So Sireli Lendua has opted for a kick in that process, Meli.
So just a correction on the Naita Siri, the under 20, Naita Siri defeated the Rewa side, 22 points to 10.
Well, so you can watch this Thomas and FBC TV, Thomas and Bulls at 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. FBC TV live. Another round of Super Rugby. Yes, it was a fine kick by Suva, who has increased Suva's lead by 16 points to 10. Suva maintained his lead 8 minutes into the halftime, but Suva still leading 13 points and Nadroga 10. Kick-off by Nadroga, Jose Sekurukabu, well received by Sireli Lendua, Suva captain, trying to push 1-2 down Suva's forwards, trying to assist their captain in by Serudavilati. A chip kick by Serudavilati, a box kick by Serudavilati, well received by Rupeni Nasinga. Rupeni Nasinga to Stefano Samoda. Stefano Samoda bounce 1 and 2, it's down, and Julian DeVos. Again to Selosi Dawai to Ulesila Obol. Julian DeVos on to Jose Sekurukabu. Jose Sekurukabu cut pass to Michelin Nathangilevu. Step 1, step 2, and again it was an unnecessary pass, but well contested. But again, it's on the Nadroga side at the moment. Julian DeVos and to the forwards, a standoff, but was caught off their feet. It's Selosi Rambo Nagida onto the embankment side. It's Julian DeVos looking for option at the moment. Julian DeVos to Ilesa Leather to Jose Sekurukabu. Cut that pass again to Michi Nathangilevu onto Rupeni Nasinga. Nasinga to Stefano Samoda. Stefano Samoda dummy, but was caught in a tackle. A nice tackle by the Suva players, and it was a penalty to Suva for not releasing Stefano Samoda, as resulted in a penalty. So it will be penalty for Nadroga, still in Suva's 30, 10 meters into Suva's 30. Rupeni Nasinga, a light discussion with the referee on the moves at the moment, but well, it's Rupeni Nasinga talking to the referee. Also on the other side, it's Sireli Lendua, the Suva captain. Well, he's the man in control, the referee this afternoon. Yellow card given to Manuel Langai. Number 6 for Suva, also a former Sevens rep, also a former police player in the Schooner Bowl. So, change in hand.
But just a quick update here in the women's division. The Malolo side recorded their first win. This afternoon they beat Dinamosi side 21 points to 12.
Thank you, Melly. So, on to the last 5 minutes of the first half. Again, a yellow card. But it was a Suva's attack to Sireli Lendua. Well, rolling maul, drive by the Suva forwards. But well contested by Nadroga, the Suva captain. Sireli Lendua, 10 meters away from the Nadroga strike line again to the Moli Giosese, trying to evade but was caught in the action. And it's a Suva's pick and drive. Again, Seru Thabuilati calling for the forwards. Seru Thabuilati, a cutter pass to... it was a miscalculation kick by Suva's Meli Kurusaru that resulted in a 22 dropout for Nadroga. Lucky escape by Nadroga in that process. It was Suva all the way attacking, and also a good defense by Nadroga, but it will be a dropout for Nadroga. Micheli Nathangilevu. It will be a dropout by Micheli Nathangilevu. 4 minutes away from the first half. From the half time. It's a kick by Suva into that process, and it has resulted a line out. It will be a line out for Nadroga. At the moment, it's still Suva 16 and Nadroga 10. 4 minutes to go this first half at Lawanga Park for the round 2 Skipper Cup 2018. The defending champion host against Suva, the current leading points table after the last round of the Skipper Cup. So it'll be a scrum throw into Nadroga, Julian DeVos, but still into Nadroga's territory, 8 meters away from Nadroga's 22 embankment side. Nadroga's throw in by Julian DeVos to Ulesilao pick and a pass to Nadroga that is Ratu Epelina Raboro, but was caught in a Suva's defense, and it's another penalty. It will be a penalty for Nadroga for not releasing. Suva managed to steal the ball, a turnover. It was a turnover from Suva that resulted in a penalty to Nadroga. So Suva looking into weighing the option whether to kick or go for line out. Still 3 minutes to go. Nadroga 10 and Suva 16. And it's a line out again by Suva. Sireli Lendua to throw in. Micheli Nathangilevu, a former Sevens player playing for his provincial. And it's a nice throw by Suva onto the Suva captain Sireli Lendua, trying to push one step, two. It's Thabuilati to Ratumeli Kursaru. It was a knock forward by the Suva's Setereki Romba that resulted in a knock-on, and it's Nadroga on the other side. So it will be a scrum. Again, a scrum to Nadroga, a knock-on by Suva. It is the time and the calculation and the communication breakdown that resulted in a knock-on, and it's Nadroga's turnover. They will throw in the scrum, and it's a still onto the own halfway line. So Julian DeVos, who hails from Tangange here in Baravi Nadroga, to throw in. Well, received by Julian DeVos onto Josese Kurokabu. A nice kick by Josese Kurokabu. Kick into the field. but a well received by Inyatawalo. Also chip kick by Inyatawalo, chip kick and chase, but it was a knock backwards by Nadroga Stefano Samoda, trying to wait for the supporters, and Julian DeVos. A chip kick by Julian DeVos, well received. It's a corner kick towards the terrace side, but it was Meli Kurusaru received, and it's a Meli Kurusaru on to the Suva's number 80, Toko Usumaki. Usumaki to Seru Davilati, another pick by Seru Davilati, and it's another penalty it's a penalty to Suva. Nadroga for high tackle. So we'll wait for the captain's call, Sireli Lendua. So they'll try to kick out and go for a line out. Still on their own, it's the halfway at the moment. We're on to unofficial time, but we are waiting up to the referee's time at the moment. So it will be a last try for Suva to make it or count in this line out. Yeah, it's Suva's line out. Well received. It was contested by Nadroga, knocked forward by Suva. So it's Nadroga. It's a turnover to Nadroga. So it was the communication breakdown of the locking partners of Suva that resulted in a knock-on. So it's a yellow card. It's a yellow card. Unnecessary action. Yellow card to Semikeli. Suva's prop. Semikeli, also a Navy officer. We're on to the unofficial time. I think it'll be a last kick before we go for the halftime. Still Suva 16, Nadroga 10. So we've got some time, as advised by referee Michele Nathangilevu. A kick by Michi Nathangilevu. So it'll be a scrum. Last move by Nadroga. Not a scrum, it'll be a line out by Nadroga. Onto the Suva's territory. 8 meters away from the Suva's 22. Nadroga onto the attack. Ilyas Leather to throw in. Rupeni Nasinga well received. Up forwards, trying to drive the Nadroga. Well, it's Nadroga's forwards driving the Suva. Suva on. Still Nadroga's forwards is driving Suva forwards. It's going backwards for Suva forwards, but it's down. It's a pick and drive by Nadroga. In the Nadroga forwards of Ulea Silaubo. Ulea Silaubo still up by, and the pick and drive by Ulea Silaubo caught in an action and process down. Tried to pick by Rupeni Nasinga. Selo Sindawai, a pick and drive to Rupeni Nasinga. Rupeni Nasinga on to Chone Navori, but he was caught. Chone Navori was caught. And well, it was a contest by Suva who managed to steal that ball. It's a turnover by Suva. Suva Ratu Meli Kurusaru, a clearing kick, but not out. Received by Vilamen Bolele of Nadroga. On to Josese Kurukabu and to Michele Nathangilevu. Push 1-2, evades 1-2, but was caught in a tackle by Mateongoli Sese. And it's still advantage to Nadroga Julian DeVos. Trying to find his way through, but he was caught in a tackle. It's Stefano Samoda, still a Nadroga's, well, it's a Nadroga's penalty. Suva not rolling away, also contesting for that, not releasing. So it'll be a chance again for Nadroga. We on to the 43 minutes into the first half. A penalty to Suva, so it will be a chance for Nadroga. Still Suva leading 16 and Nadroga 10.
And it's a kick for the Nadroga side. I'm sure Pate, looking at the crowd outside, they're all cheering for the Nadroga side, hoping the team will beat Suva this time around.
And it's a penalty to Josese Kurokabu of Yando in Nadroga. Nukuvengina club here in Nadroga. also went to Lelen Memorial School in the Wilebu. Kick by Josese Kurakabu, miss by Josese Kurakabu, also come to the end of the first round, and it's Suva still leading Nadroga 16 points to 10. To wrap up the first half, Meli.
Looking at the points now, Suva still, the Nadroga side, still leading the game this afternoon, 16 points to 10. 16 to the Suva side and Nadroga 10. And it's the second half of the round of the Skipper Cup competition. The question, Suva is still leading 16 points to 10 here at Lawanga Park in Singatoka.
Well, it's a 2 or die for both of them in the second half. It's a seesaw battle in the first half. So Suva will try to maintain the lead by 16 points to 10, and Nadroga will try to come from behind and win against Suva. They cannot afford to lose for the second time, Meli.
Yes, especially playing in front of their home crowd.
Yes.
The expectations from the crowd is high right now.
Yes, very much. I can see the transition. They are the best transition team. And it's not connecting. They're hitting the angle and connecting the pass. Well, that's not happening. Well, a kickoff by Nadroga, well received by Ulesi Laubo, their number 8, on to the Manu Langai. Manu Langai coming to Apple. Selosi Rambunangida to Josese Kurukavu. Josese and to Aisiana Tonga. Well, it's Michina Zangilevu onto the Nadroga still onto the attack. It's Suva's 22. Nadroga onto the attack. Well, defended by Suva. It's Ilesa Leather trying to go past his opposite number. Again, it's Nadroga. It was a loss forward by knock-on by Nadroga in the process, and it's still by Suva. But it was again lost by Suva. It was a hard hitting tackle by Michi Navangilevu that resulted in a knock-on for Nadroga, but it'll come back to a scrum. It'll be a Suva's put in. Nadroga onto the first minute, reaching 22 meters in Suva territory onto the terrace side. Onto the terrace side, it's into the terrace side, and it was Nadroga. So we take the first knock-on by Nadroga, scrum by Suva, Seru Dawilati. Suva will try to contain Nadroga, who is eagerly trying to contest for the ball. Yes, it's a Nadroga push. Suva, but it was Nadroga. Nadroga managed to clear that ball. Manu Langai to Ilesa Leather, stand off by Ilesa Leather, 1, 2, down. Again, Manu Langai waving, looking for his option into Selosi Rambunangida, but it was caught by Inia Tawal, who managed to steal that ball from Selosi Rambunangida, and it was a lucky escape by Suva, who managed to kick out from Suva's own territory, but still in Suva's territory onto the terrace side, but it'll be a Nadroga put in. Still Nadroga onto the attack, and Suva is still on their feet. They are still trying to make amendment to stop the bulky, the strong Nadroga forwards, who is trying in every angle to score the tie. And Ilesa Leather to Rupeni Nasinga up, and their forwards coming, the loose trio has resulted. It will be a penalty, another penalty to Nadroga, but still Nadroga onto the attack, onto the terrace side, and it's stand off by Nadroga. It's Rupeni Nasinga, 1, 2, again by Manu Langai to their fast back line to Michina Zangilevu push 1, 2, but was caught in the tackle. Again, it's Manu Langai onto the embankment side. It's Josese Kurukabu, but it was caught in a nice tackle by Elevani Kurumundu, but Suva also contesting for the ball. Again, it's Nadroga Nadroga, a penalty to, it's a penalty to Nadroga, kick by Manulangai, and it's to, it's Navori, Chone Navori, stand off one again to Manulangai, onto Ratu Nayaravoro to Ilesa Leather, and it's a try by Uliasi Lawavo, who, Suva, missed tackle by Suva, miscalculated by Suva, that resulted in a try to Uliasi Lawavo. Also a former Sevens rep, also a former police rep playing for Nadroga this afternoon, that resulted in a try. As I've said earlier, Nadroga is the best team, well known for its fast transition, especially the hands from the back line to the forwards, and it was a nice move by them that resulted in a try. So it's a try by Subas, by Nadroga, pardon me, Ulesi Laubo, a try to the terrace side, Singatoka town end, and it's a 15 to Nadroga, 16 to Suva. Wait for the conversion by Michi Nadangilebu, who is from Nakalabo here in Nadroga, and is a misconversion by Michi Nadangilebu. Still, Nadroga 15, Suva 16.
Yes, Suva still leading here at Lawanga Park, and the Nadroga side are catching up slowly here at in Singatoka this afternoon.
So it'll be a kickoff by Suva, who's playing on the Singatoka end town of the ground, and Nadroga is on the 90 end of the town. Kick by Suva, well received, and in comes the Selosi Rambonangida. On to Manuel Ilangai, looking for option. Manuel Ilangai was to Jose Kurokabu, a kick by Jose Kurokabu, not out but straight. Well received by Inyatawalo. Inyatawalo also a chip kick to Inyatawalo, kick and chase by Inyatawalo. Well received, and it's a mark from Manulangai. Quick tap by Manulangai, and it's a kick from the Nadroga. Well received, so it's a kicking game at the moment. Well received by Suva. Suva still in their half attack, but was caught in that process. Suva, Matteo Golisese, push 1, 2, still going, and it's Suva coming for the support. It's Rupeni Nasinga. It's illegal. It's still Suva. It's Zawilati, a standoff by Suva, but caught in the hard hitting tackle by Silosi Rabunangida. Well, it was caught in that process. Still Suva onto the attack. Nadroga's 10 meters on territory. Again, it's Suva Ratumeli Kurusaru, but was caught in the tackle by Setefano Samoda. Seru Zawilati calling on to the forwards. Sireli Lendua stand off, but met by the defending. Nice tackle by Selos Indawai. And again, Suva onto the attack. A stand off by Suva, but was caught by Selos Rambonangida and Rupeni Nasinga. No way. Suva is trying to burst through the Nadroga defense. Suva going backwards at the moment. Again, the standoff by Suva, well calculated, and a time tackle by Nadroga. Still, Suva is not going forward, it's going sideways at the moment. It's Suva Selevani Kurumudu, burst 1 and 2 and caught by that in the process. Again, it's Suva trying to go but sideways. Again, caught by the Nadroga backline. Again, by Serda Bilati. On to the Suva's Chonen Delana. Chonen Delana was caught in the tackle. Selosi Rabodangida trying to contest, but it was Serda Bilati. On to Kurisaru. On to Inyatawalo. It's a chip kick by Inyatawalo. Managed to... Well, it was a nice move by Nadroga. Aporosa Tambulawaki, who managed to sneak through two attacking Suva players in that process and resulted in a kick, but still onto the Suva's territory. They are trying to play on their own territory, and it's a zigzag by Suva's Satereki Rawamba, and the kick by Satereki Rawamba. Only Satereki Rawamba in this it will be a try. It was a miscommunication by Nadroga that resulted in a try by Suva. It was a miscommunication by Nadroga that resulted in a try by Suva. It's Setereki Ramba who managed to score the try for Suva. Suva catching up, increased the lead by 21 points to 10. Well, you can see in the replay the way Suva and Nadroga, and it was a communication breakdown from Nadroga that resulted a try by Suva into the 10 minutes into the second half.
So in a match earlier happening at the Ratuda Kombau Park in Osori, the women's side, they defeated Naitasiri 24 points to 5, and in the under 20 in the men's division, Naitasiri defeated Rewa 22 points to 10.
Well, it'll be a kick by Suva. Yes, it's a conversion. Yes, the try was converted. Suva 23 and Nadroga 15 Meli.
And I'm sure the Suva side, the Suva crowd jumping here at Lawanga Park here on the grandstand. They're full. The women's side, they're full cheering for the men's side, battling right now on the field in Lawanga Park.
Well, it's a kickoff again by Nadroga. Jose Sekurukabu, kickoff by Jose Sekurukabu. Well, received by Sireli Lendua, who was hit by tackle down. Nadroga trying to contest with that ball, but Seru Dawilati, a kick by Seru Dawilati, up with their back line on their feet, trying to contain the Nadroga back line, but was caught in that process. 3 Suva players against 1 Nadroga player, Zangi Levu, who tried to dodge his way, but it was caught, and it's a knock forward by Nadroga, still by Suva. Suva by Seru Dawilati, a box kick by Seru Dawilati, and no one is there. It's only Ratu Epeli Nayaravoro. But it was a quick throw by Suva. Suva into the attack, and it's Iniat Tawalo. And it was a smart move by Suva. No con for Suva. Well, it'll be a scrum to Nadroga. It was a smart move by Suva that resulted in a try, but it was a knock-on, says the referee. So we'll wait for the replay.
So we can see the great teamwork from the Suva side, displaying, showcasing their skills, their techniques, the game strategies here in Lawanga Park.
So Suva still lead Nadroga by 23 points to 15 at the moment. Into 13 minutes into the second half, and still Suva is onto the attack at the moment. It's 23 to Suva, Nadroga 15. Well, it's an injury time at the moment. So it will be a scrum to Nadroga, and Nadroga is put in. So it will be Nadroga. Also changes coming for Suva at the moment. Apete Choka, a Rewanga player coming in for a replacement at the moment. So it will be a scrum 10 meters away from the terrace side and 5 meters away from Nadroga's line. So scrum by Nadroga, Manu Langai, but Nadroga still puts it. It is a penalty to Nadroga. Quick tap by Nadroga. Nadroga onto the embankment side, trying to run on the embankment side, but it was caught. Still Nadroga to the ball, and it was kicked by Nadroga, and no one is at the back. It's a free for all, but still Suva, and it's Nadroga, and kick by Suva. It's a inside kick to Suva. Selosi Rambunangida managed to pass one, but was caught in the defense, and it's a knock-on to Selosi Rambunangida onto Nadroga. Nadroga trying to, it's a hands by Nadroga, stand off by Golisese, but was caught in an accident, and it's Suva onto the attack, onto the 10 meters for Nadroga, onto the embankment side. It's the Suva black line of Meli Kurusaru, weaving, stepping, 1, 2. Again, it's Seru Thabuilati to Sireli Lendua, the captain. Sireli Lendua, it's Selos the Y push, Selos Rambunangida, but was caught. Ulesi Laubo, but again, it's Suva still with the ball. It's Usumaki lost the ball in that process. It was a nice defense by Nadroga that resulted in a knock-on by Usumaki, a former Rewanga player playing for Suva this afternoon. Still, it's a big contest here at Lawanga Park, and the team are trying to get more points. So Suva is trying to be in the lead at the moment, leading 23 and Nadroga 15. So it's a Suva's Nadroga's scrum. Manulangai, who hails from Namanda in Nadroga. Manulangai to Ulesi Laubo controls from the number 8 position, and Nadroga is pushing Ulesi Laubo to Manulangai. And it was caught. Nice tackle by Meli Kurusaru, but it was a penalty in front of a referee. A penalty to Nadroga, and it's Nadroga, but Suva not back 10. It'd be another penalty. Suva onto the Nadroga onto the attack. It was the number 17 Ratu Timothy Soboli, who hails from Dabingele Kandabu, who went to Richmond Methodist High School, but still Nadroga. It was Sanele Nahuto from Samo Nadroga playing for Nadroga, and it's Nadroga Ulesi Laubo down, and it was a nice tackle by Suva. Again, still on Nadroga side. On to Chesese. Oh, it's an intercept by Nadroga. It's by Suva, and it's a kick and chase by Suva, but lucky it was through the wing. Bilam and Bololele managed to scoop that ball, and it's Nadroga side, and again it's only 1, 2, 3 Nadroga players there, and all Suva players are trying to contest for the ball, and it's Suva coming out for the ball, but it's a penalty, not releasing. Suva players not releasing it, contesting on the ground, and it's a penalty to Nadroga, but still Suva leading 23 and Nadroga 15. Again, Suva managed to play in the Nadroga's 22 meter at the moment, and most of the Nadroga boys are on their feet. Well, called by assistant ref. It's a penalty. Go back to the Suva's territory. It was a penalty that was seen by the assistant ref. Penalty. Oh, it's a penalty. Meli?
Yes, it is a penalty for the Nadroga side. Pati, just take a quick look in the game again. Naita Sire versus Rewa. The Rewa side are currently leading the Naita Sire side 10 points to 8. Currently underway at Losori's Ratula Combo Park.
So it's a scrum here at Lawanga Park. Again, Nadroga onto the attack, onto the terrace side. 10 meters, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 meters away from Suva's try line. I think changes are coming in for the Nadroga side. But still Suva 23 and Nadroga 15. Replacement for Selo Sirambo Ngida, also a former sevens player, also a seasoned player for Nadroga. In comes Netani Tambuo Sebuloni Tawake, but Manuel Langai, feed for Nadroga. Ulesi Laubo, Manuel Langai for Suva, sorry, pardon me. And it's Manueli, it's Nadroga on to the attack. It's Sanaila Nahuto on to Rupeni Nasinga, pick and drive by Nadroga. 2 meters down. Again, a standoff by Nadroga, but was caught in that. Again, the pick and drive by Ilesa Leather, caught in that process by the Suva forwards. Again, by Ulea Silawabo, caught in that process. 2 meters away, it's Nadroga onto the Suva's try line. And it's Nadroga, well, it's Nadroga 2 meters away from Nadroga line, from the Suva's line. It's Nadroga to the attack, and it was caught by the Suva defense. And Nadroga onto the, it's Manu Langai, Samuel Langai, and it resulted in a try by the Nadroga. It was Samuel Langai's move and Samuel Langai's experience that it was also from the forwards, the hard, the driving forwards of Nadroga that resulted in a try, and it has again added another 5 points to Nadroga. So Nadroga 20 and Suva 23. It's, pardon me, it's Samuel Langai. Samuel Langai's experience, and Samuel Langai also a seasoned player for Nadroga, who have calculated and also involved the strong forwards of Nadroga that resulted in a try in front of a referee. It was just 2 meters away. And it was a try to number 17. It was Ratu Timothy Soboli. Also, it was converted by Josese Kurokavu.
But we can see that this is anybody's game. We can see the Nadroga side. They still keeping the momentum of the game, scoring another try here just a while ago. And we can see they will not want to disappoint their fans here at Lawanga Park.
So it will be a kickoff by Suva. Ratumeli Kurusaru. Kickoff by Suva. Also changes coming in for Suva. Well received by Nadroga. Aisiana Tonga. Post 1, 2 down. Income Nadroga forwards and trying to assist. But Samuel Langai of Namande Nadroga with the ball. And it's a quick tap by Nadroga. Again, Ratu Tim Sanaila Nahuto. A quick tap by Nadroga. Also meeting with the solid Suva defense at the moment. Suva defense coming in one-on-one situation, but it was kicked by Nadroga. Not out, but again, it was Usumaki trying to budge his way through the Nadroga defense, but was caught. And it's Suva, Sireli Lendua, Sireli trying to come in. Again, it's Suva's back line, hands to Melikurusaru. A chip kick by Suva, well received by, and it's a knock-on by Aporosa Tambulawaki in that process. Suva, again, an opportunity for them to go for try to go for 3, but it will depend in the scrum. Also see that the Nadroga scrum is solid, and also in pushing the Suva scrum at the moment. Again, Suva onto the attack, onto the embankment side. Also changes coming in for Suva. Apetit Choka, Epi Salandondua. Coming out is Mateo Ongolisese, who had a grand game for Suva, a former QBS player in the Deans, playing for Navy and representing Suva this afternoon. So also this Elias Leather down on his feet at the moment. So we are back for scrum. It will be put in for Suva, 10 meters away from Nadroga's try line. Also changes coming for Nadroga. Chitalu Tumailangi, a former sevens player, replacing William Bolalelai of Nadroga. And it's a pick by Usumaki. Usumaki trying to set up the forward. The pick and drive by Suva, but was caught in the defense. Suva still on to the attack. Suva, Seruda Wilati calling his forwards. Yes, it's Sireli Lendua. Sireli Lendua trying to sneak 1 and 2, but he's down. It's Seruda Wilati. Seruda Wilati calling his forwards. And it's Manulangai. Pick and it was stopped by Nadroga defense. Another defense. And it was a knock-on, but also a offside. Offside by Nadroga. In that process, it's resulted to a penalty for Suva in front of the sticks. What would Suva do? Kick for 3 or scrum? Captain has opted to kick for the 3 points, and it's in front of the stick. Again, another Nadroga plays down, but not out. Melly, looking at the both teams, we've got only 14 minutes to go, Melly.
Yes, the question is, will the Suva side come back to beat Nadroga, or will the Nadroga side continue their momentum and to continue their lead throughout the whole 80 minutes of the game?
So it's Nadroga's 24.
Nadroga 24 and the Suva side 23 points.
So we've got 14 minutes to go into this second half. So it's a seesaw battle here at Lawanga Park. And the penalty, well, it's a penalty not missed. So it's Suva 26 and Nadroga 24.
Still chances for the Nadroga side. I'm sure they will not want to disappoint their crowd. It's the same venue here at Lawanga Park where the Suva side defeated the Nadroga side in the Fair Brother Trophy Challenge. They snatched the silverware from the defending champion, the Nadroga rugby side.
Also, Severi Naisili for Suva coming in, number 17 for Suva. And it's a kickoff by Nadroga Chutalu Tumailangi. An experienced Chutalu Tumailangi, well received by the Suva forward Sireli Lendua. On to Seruda Wilati. Seruda Wilati, a box kick. Looking for his wing. It was a knock-on again by Nadroga. Well, Nadroga seems to be not in all concentration this afternoon. Suva taking step by step and trying to sneak through to win this. Well, it's again a scrum. It'll be a scrum to Suva. Suva, Seruda Wilati, on to Usumaki. Usumaki to Seruda Wilati, and a pass to the Suva backline of Lemani Kurumundo. Cut out pass again to Unyatawala, but he was caught in the process. And it was a fast Nadroga backline that counter the Suva's move. But still, Suva's got the ball, looking for opportunity, looking for cut-out pass, but was caught in the defense by Chone Navori, hard-working Chone Navori. Still Suva. On to the captain, Sireli Lendua, dots 1, push 1, 2, down, 5 meters away, still Seruda Bulati. And it's a quick hands to the backline, and it's, well, it's on to the embankment side. We'll see what the referee says. It was a clear try, but we have to wait and confirm if it's Suva's try. No try. Well, it's no try. It's a no try to Suva. It was the nice move by Suva, especially the captain doing the hard yards, but he was caught in the process, and it was the hands, the nice hands by Suva, that resulted in a try from our side. But yes, well, no try, says the referee. It's a scrum. Well, it is a scrum to Samuel Langai. There's two Langai, one for Suva and one for Nadroga playing this afternoon. Samuel Langai well from Namanda and Manuel Langai well from Nasanorela. So it's feed in by Nadroga, Samuel Langai. Nadroga pushing Suva back, and it's Uleasi Lawabo, hard working Uleasi to Manu Langai. Langai cut out pass to the back line, and a thumping kick by Nadroga, and it's a kick and says, what a kick by Nadroga onto Suva's 10 meters into their own territory, and it was a miscalculation by Niatawalu, who cannot take that ball, but it's a lane out to Suva. Suva's throw in their own 10 meters. Still Suva 26, Nadroga 24. We on to the last 10 minutes, Meli.
So we can see that the Nadroga side are well known for in their first game, but looking at the Suva side, they really did a great job. They're really doing their homework, resulting in their defense here in Lawang Park.
Well, it's a quick throw by Suva, resulted in the backline move caught in the Nadroga defense. Seru Davilati calling his forwards to assist in the process, and a box kick, well, received by Aisian Tonga. Aisian Tonga was caught by a Suva defense. Samuel Alangai cut out pass, and it was a nice tackle by Suva, but it's Nadroga on the other end. It's in Bachman. It was a late push with a kick. What would the ref? Well, yes. It's a penalty to Nadroga. Nadroga with a quick tap onto the quick tap. Sebuloni Tawake to Samuel Alangai. Samuel Alangai, a cut out pass to Kurokabu. Kurokabu sneak, one pass, 1-2 to Aprosa Tambulawaki, but was caught in the defense 5 meters away from Suva's try line. Still Nadroga onto the attack. Sailo Sindawai helping the Nadroga forwards. Again, Samuel Alangai to Kurokabu. Kurokabu cut out pass, but it was a miscommunication, miscalculated. There's resulted, but lucky referees on the side, and it's a penalty to penalty. So it's Nadroga's advantage, penalty to them. Suva making unnecessary mistakes, and it's a last 8 minutes into the second half. Still Suva 26, Nadroga 24. So Nadroga counting on their forwards to do the rest. As we can see, for the last 70 minutes, Nadroga has been pushing the Suva forwards back, so they have opted for a scrum. Again, a scrum by Suva. Miscalculation by Nadroga that resulted in a knock-on, but lucky. It was a penalty to them. So we've got Apete Salawanga Buka, Ratu Timothy, Sauboli Sanaila Nahuto, all making their way for the Nadroga, coming as a replacement. So they will try to lift to the last 7 minutes. Again, it's Nadroga, 5 meters away from Suva's try line. And still Suva is 26 and Nadroga 24.
So we can see the Nadroga crowd were making the ring sound here at the grandstand. It's amazing to see them here full supporting their team, and also we can see the Suva women's team are backing up their side here, battling on the ground. And the question is, will the Nadroga side come from behind to beat the Suva side?
Again, it's a penalty by Nadroga. Samuel Alangai talking to the forwards and also advising the back line on what should we do in order to cross that line. Well, it's Nadroga. Scrum by Nadroga. Samuel Alangai backing his forwards to do the rest. And it's pushed by Nadroga. Collapse scrum. And it's by number 8. Caught. It's 2 to 3 minutes. 3 meters away. Nadroga still into the attack. It's the Nadroga forwards. A pick and drive by Nadroga. Trying to go for that line. It's a try by Nadroga. Meli, it's a try by Nadroga.
It's a try by the Nadroga side. We can see the crowd here. They on their seat right now. They're jumping here at the grandstand, full cheering for the Nadroga side. They're hoping they can beat the Suva side here on their home ground.
It's more onto the reserves. We've done a lot. And then the first lineup for Nadroga. Meli, see the scrum. You can see the scrum. The result in the scrum, their pick and drive, the momentum, and how strong when they take the ball, and when they work together, and that's why it has resulted in a tie. See the way the Nadroga trying their best to burst through the Suva defense. It was the Nadroga forwards, and it was the try by Nadroga.
As I've mentioned earlier, this is anybody's game. Because looking at the score margin, both the teams, the score margins are closer to each other. So it's anybody's game.
Yes. And it was tried by Sanaila Nahuto. Meli Sanaila Nahuto went to Thubu College. He's from Semo Nadroga, playing for Tuba Club in Nadroga. Sanaila Nahuto, who hails from Semo Nadroga. 24 years of age. So it's a kickoff by Ratu Meli. Kurisar well received by Aisiana Tonga. Aisiana Tonga runs straight at the Suva defense. Well caught by Sireli Lendua. Again, trying to pass across, cut out pass by Kurokabu. Kurokabu taken by the Suva defense down. Again, Samuel Alangai. Samuel Alangai to Sanela Nahuto. Sanela Nahuto. Yes, a smart pass by offload by Sanela Nahuto. And again, it's Samuel Alangai. Samuel Alangai to Aporosa Tambulawaki. They're trying to weave through the Suva defense. Again, it's Sanela Nahuto. Well, it's a big lead, Sanela Nahuto. And it's Samuel Alangai on to... Yes, it's a penalty. It's a penalty, again, a penalty to Suva. It's offside for offside. It's an offside for Nadroga. 3 minutes into the final minutes. It's Nadroga leading Suva 29 points to 26. Well, will be referee's time now. Another injury by Suva. So another penalty. Well, it will be a last 3 minutes. Suva still changes coming in. Number 16 is Epi Salandondua. Plays for Covenant Brothers in the Suva Club competition. We on to referee's time at the moment. Still, Suva is behind by 3 points. Nadroga 29 and Suva 26. We on to the last 2 minutes of the second half. Again, a scrum by Suva. Suva trying their best to dethrone the defending champion, but feeling the pinch from the scrum and also their moves with the strong hard tackling by Nadroga. Again, Nadroga in Suva by Meli Kurusaru, kick by Meli Kurusaru, trying his very best to assist Suva. And it's Aporosa Tambulawaki, dodged 1 and 2, but was caught in that process. Nice defense by Suva's, but it was again these Nadroga forwards working together. Apete Salwangabuka, Timothy Soboli, and it's a cutout pass by Nadroga onto the embankment side. Running onto the embankment is Ratu Epeli Nayaraboro, running, pushing onto the Suva's 22-meter line. Again, Nadroga onto the attack. It is the reserves are doing more damages in the second half by trying to go across, but it was caught in the defense. So we'll await what the referee says. But yes, it will be a yellow card and offside. Yellow card for Suva. We're on to the 40th minute at the moment. There's unofficial time. We'll wait for referee's time. So a yellow card to Suva. Nadroga has opted for a kick, and we are on to the last minute, 9 minutes of the game. And Nadroga has opted for a kick, but still Nadroga 29 and Suva 26. So Nadroga, Josese Kurokabu, kick by Josese Kurokabu. Yes, it's through. And it's Nadroga 29 and Suva 26. Also the final minutes of the game here at Lawanga Park in Singapore. It was a hard excitement. That's why the two giants of rugby, the defending champion Nadroga, also at 2017, and the current leading point table Suva, was trying to dethrone Nadroga at home turf, but definitely it was Nadroga in the end come out victors by winning again 29-26. Well, here at Lawanga Park for 2018 second round of Skipper Cup. Full time Nadroga 32, Suva 26.